make amends with the demons you've been through. And I can't regret leaving you alone until you find your way back home. Until you find your way back home.
Hey guys, rip the 1K dream. It's just like the 600 goal. It's a lie. You got pranked. Rip the dream. Hey guys. Max, just hit me up on Discord, man. I want to chat with you. Rip the dream. Hey, man. I am Lewis.
Hey, there you go.
Hey, how's it going?
Well, apparently it's not growing that great, is it?
No. Yeah, swing bean donated to me.
Yo, what happened? Because we all all freaking 70 of us saw the counter go up and then looked at the channel and saw that it was 1K. It was over 1K. It was like 120 something. K,
Yeah,
or,
1K50.
Yeah.
That's true, Gem Slime.
Wonder if people unsubscribed, but like that many? I don't know. You might hear some background noise. I'm sorry about that.
That doesn't matter to me at this point.
Hey, dude, that really sucks. Like, that's just dumb. Wait, can the stream hear me? Or is it just the Discord? Oh, I see. I know you could, or they could hear me earlier. Because I went to go show my friend the stream. Because when I went over to his house earlier... Hey, guys, be quiet. When I went to go over to his house earlier, I showed him the stream. He's like, oh, wait, that's you. And I'm like, oh, wait, I didn't even realize they could hear me. He's not a big Borderlands guy, but he thought it was cool that you reached 1K. Well, while it lasted. I don't even know what game to play, dude. Hopped on Steam. Gonna play something. Got a bunch of free-to-play games. They suck. I don't know what to play, dude.
YouTube is ripping us off.
For real. You should email them and tell them what happened and see.
It happened before. It's just we actually did lose subscribers.
Yeah, it was at the, what was it, like 600? Right?
Yeah.
That's when they took the freaking subs, dude. That's dumb. And especially with such a big milestone. That's terrible. I'm gonna cut down on the background noise. I'm just gonna go to my room.
Hold it.
We'll get it back by the end of the stream. You're very optimistic, Lewis.
Sorry, I muted myself for a second.
Congrats, buddy. It's not a glitch, it's happened before.
Did they take it? Like, did they just do a recount or something?
No. So what happened before is, like with 600, is we hit 600 on stream, but then in reality it dropped down to 540.
So they literally took the same amount of subscribers this time as they did the last time.
Basically.
Why? Like, if you had, did you not have that many subscribers? They just told you the wrong thing, or did they take them?
I don't know what happened. It just, the subscriber count just dropped.
Jeez.
Wish you could stream you at 20 FPS. Rip, man. Can I stream tomorrow at the same time, please? Will someone tell me his answer? I am going to stream tomorrow at the same time. It's going to be another just regular stream. I don't even know what to do with myself in the game.
You could do the couch games.
With who?
I guess you got a point.
But he's gone.
Did you tell him?
He's gone. No, I didn't tell him.
No. I've tried to get some of my friends to subscribe. Like, they just kind of subscribe to everybody, so I figure even if they don't know who you are, that they'd subscribe. That's terrible, though. I still can't believe they did it, like, on, not on stream, but, like, on such a big milestone. I guess back to the grind, right?
Yeah, back to the grind. That's the best part. What should I do in game though? That's the thing. Moxie's Love DLC? That is not. Now is not the time to do that DLC, man.
Yeah, not right now.
Not.
I don't know, dude. I suppose you could. Have you gone through the Hammerlock DLC?
Yeah.
I kind of want to see one of the DLCs I don't have. So I have like the Game of the Year edition, and then I also bought Did You Start Peak on Xbox. Oh yeah, I just realized we have the same Krieg head, like the one that you use. I used it because I got it for the Did You Start Peak mission. I thought it looked cooler than the one I had. So I just used that one. Yeah, before that I was using, gosh, what was it? I Can Hear You Bleed.
We're gonna do. I changed up my skill tree, everyone. This is my new build. You're gonna go make 25 more subs to, or accounts to sub to me?
It'd be worth it, dude. But then again, it wouldn't be legit, so like that would probably feel weird.
Please do Tinder Snowman? Sure. Well, screw it.
A freaking
Gaming James,
spoon.
thank you for subscribing, man. You really helped me out. I love you. Welcome to the valley.
Yo, it'll be no time though when you get your subs back. I just can't believe they did that.
Yep. It just kind of, you know, ripped me, I guess.
Yeah.
It's just an overall sad stream. I'm just not feeling it today. I mean, today was awesome, 100% when we did get the 1K, but
Yeah, but then when they freaking took it away,
yeah.
I still think we should have killed it. Like, when you got the 1K, I still thought more people were going to keep on coming, and we'd have like 100, like
Honestly,
1,100 at the end of the stream.
No hate for any other Borderlands streamer. I love everyone else in the community and what they do. But take a good friend, you know, Jens on YouTube.
I believe I've heard it somewhere. I recognize the name. But go ahead.
Takesha Murray, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the valley. You're awesome. Anyways, when I was around 200 subs and growing, he came into the stream and he's like, "Hey man, you look like a pretty good streamer. We should play sometime together." And that was when he was around 600, 700 subscribers.
Yeah.
And I was like, that's awesome. And then about a week ago, I think he hit 1K. And I mean, he just lost his ability to stream because his internet is broken. And I rip him, like, I feel so bad. But
Yeah.
And so he's only gained like 50 subscribers in the past week of hitting 1K. And today we hit.
Yeah.
And so he's at, I think, 1K 70. And today we hit 1K, but we also got another 50, supposedly, right?
Yeah.
And it's just crazy to myself to think that he got 1K a week ago and was able to stream up until 2 days ago, and he got 50 subscribers, and we hit 1K today and got another 50 subscribers in the same stream. But in reality, we're at 978. But still, like, it's just nuts to me, this whole YouTube thing still. That doesn't make sense to me. But thanks to everyone. Thank you, everyone that's in stream right now. You guys make me feel better. Like, honestly. Streaming is what makes me happy.
What are you doing on stream right now? Because right now I'm not watching it because it does the double voice thing. Because I watch it on my phone and I also have the Discord on my phone, so it just does the double voice and it annoys me. Oh, I just turned down the one. Let's turn down the YouTube one. If you know, 1 second. Rip 1K subset Borderlands 2 stream. Forget bring on the madness. We gotta bring on the sadness.
Yep. It's all sadness, guys.
Alright. We got 27 watching right now though, it says. Or are they lying? It's gonna take away 50 people.
Who knows?
Yeah. Yeah, you'll gain them back though, dude.
Oh yeah.
Like,
I mean, like not in like I'm trying. Like it's gonna sound cocky saying it, but like if we can get 1K and then another 50, basically we got 100 that stream because we started at 947, and we ended on 1K 53 or something. The fact that we hit that in one stream.
Yesterday's stream.
I wouldn't be. I'm not surprised if we get 1K in the next few days.
Next few days, I have a feeling it might only take a day or two.
Also, guys, plans. I know not everyone's here because normally we got like 30, 40 people, but there's only 20. But if you can spread the news, I will be streaming tomorrow. My plans changed, so there is going to be a stream tomorrow. That's another reason for sad. Rip. His plans changed yesterday or tonight. So.
What happened?
Just stuff, you know.
Dang.
Yeah.
Depression stream.
Basically, that's what this is, guys. Me at my worst. And I'm laughing. That's
Hey,
me.
you know, it's always good to laugh it off, dude. Like, if you got the ability to laugh, oh, sweet a tubby. Let's
Honestly, like, just being able to stream for you guys and have you all watch is like, you know, when people say like, find someone to talk about it with, you know, right?
Yeah.
My equivalent is like streaming and being able to talk with y'all.
Yeah.
Cause like it's just awesome to be able to be like, oh man, I'm lonely. Let's just stream and then get people to, you know, people will come out and watch.
Yeah.
Which is why I love doing it, cause it's like, it's not like I'd want to be a famous YouTuber or like get rich off of it. It's just like, it's cool to think that people actually enjoy what I do.
Yeah, I think that'd be pretty cool. You know, I don't have a YouTube channel. I have no intention of starting one, but I think it's really cool that you know, there's cool YouTubers like you out there that, you know, not only have the same interests such as, you know, Borderlands, for example, and, you know, stuff like that, but also that you're willing and able to interact with the community. I think that's pretty cool.
A freaking
McCall
spoon.
Thiel, thank you for subscribing, man. Welcome to the Valley. And by the way, chat, I may not be reading and responding it, but I am reading it. I'm definitely reading chat. There's never a time that I'm not. I'm just not responding to it because I'm just kind of.
Sometimes it takes a second, but
I'm definitely reading everything you guys are saying. It's Matt, I should have just named it Depression Stream, honestly. Borderlands 2 Depression Stream.
yeah,
Did
instead
I-
of like the good background music you have, you just put some like depressing crap.
I honestly,
like,
when I'm like this, I can't play the music because it's copyright, but the music that I would be playing right now is like the kind of music that I normally listen to, and like I play like guitar. It's like the kind of music that I play. I'd be like bumping heavy, like hardcore metal.
I prefer like
That's
go
it.
ahead.
That's what I listen to on a regular basis.
Really.
Yeah. Like
I
I
listen to- I
hate
kinda
the
listen to
music that we play during stream. It's just it's like a general thing that everyone likes, so I play it.
Yeah, like a neutral type.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Thanks, Long.
I honestly, so long as it's not like one of those super cliche, overplayed background songs that they put on like every other tutorial video. It's like, so long as it's not that, you know, I don't really mind it.
Did you?
But you know what I'm talking about, right?
Yeah, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, what were you saying?
Did you hear the part today when I hit 1K and I was saying my air quote friends in real life didn't really give a shit when I said that like YouTube's going well for me?
Oh yeah.
So it's
I
just
wasn't
like,
there right when you hit 1K. You were at like 1K and then 2.
well, like, it's like, I know one person in real life that cares, and
Yeah.
it's the most ironic person. So, rip.
Yeah.
Not even like a parent. So.
Yeah, it's like I have a hobby, and you know, it's kind of a nerdy hobby. But I make like scale military models, and I'm really good at it.
That's pretty
And I'm
cool.
like a huge World War II buff. I can post pictures in chat or send them to you on Steam, but
Alright.
like they're like super detailed and stuff. And the only person that really cares is my foreign coworker. Like, like I only during the school year I only work Saturdays, so that I only work 6 days a week. Right. Well, I'll go to school for the Monday through Friday, and then work on Saturday.
Yeah.
And I'll come in and I'll just be like, hey, you know, I did this. She just listens. Like, I know she doesn't truly care about it, but she thinks it's interesting enough to listen.
Yeah.
And nobody else really gives a crap because, you know, when you think like World War II nut, you think like, you know, I fought in Vietnam or some crap, but
Yeah.
I didn't do anything.
Well,
I'll
like,
post pictures in the chat though if you want me to.
yeah. So, like, wait, did you say you have a job?
Yeah.
Yeah. See, I always say on stream, like,
A freaking
money man,
spoon.
thank you
This
for
is your
subscribing, man. Welcome to the valley. Well, here's the thing. The reason I say this is my job is because I have, in the past month that I've been doing YouTube and streaming, this is, I'm talking to chat now, I'm talking to you and chat, I'm talking to everyone.
Yeah.
The past month and a bit that I've been streaming, I've also been trying to get a job in real life. And I've applied to 8 different places, and no one has even, like, given me a call back. One place gave me a call back for an interview and then said, we'll call you to let you know whether or not you got the job. And I never got a call back.
Yeah.
So, like...
That's like my friend Sean.
So, like... Oh, hey, we got a top now. So, like, when you're getting denied of a job for a week, for like a month, it gets pretty annoying. And then you're, you know, other things happen that make it like fucking awful. So it's just like, man, everything besides streaming sucks, so I'm gonna do nothing but stream.
Yeah. So I was lucky. I work for my grandparents because they own a restaurant.
Oh yeah. We got a legendary, but it's not worth keeping.
Which one was it? I just turned off the stream.
Rolling
Check my
Thunder.
Snapchat.
My failing to get a job means this is my job. Well, like, I say job even though I can't sustain off of it. I mean, I got partnered, like, that was awesome, but this is still like not, I can't like live off of it.
Yeah. Well, yeah, especially with the way like the monetary value via subscribers and hours, like video spent stuff. They've started demonetizing anything that they say promotes violence, which would be anything with guns, any fighting, any video games like that. And on top of that, the way that the shift or the way that the money distribution is shifted is in favor of bigger YouTubers with 2.5 million subscribers and stuff like that. They get a lot more money.
Llama, I thank you, man. Like, honestly, thank you so much.
Oh, is Llama in the chat? Hold on.
Yeah, he's being a good guy.
Hey, Llama, what's up, dude?
And see, the problem is when you want this to be like, honestly, I'd rather I doubt this will happen, but I'd rather do YouTube for the rest of my life than like go to school and be something else.
Yeah.
But when you're told by everyone that that's never gonna happen, except the people that watch you on YouTube, it's difficult. But at this point,
kind of the way it is, though.
I've been thinking to myself, like, and this is me talking to chat once again, like all of you. Really, it's like, you guys are my friends. Like, at this point, yeah, I have couch games with Cole. Yeah, I had a friend over today, Donovan, whatever. But, like, actual friends that, like, are, support me is the people that are, like, part of what I need to be supported doing, if that makes any sense.
Yeah.
Like, it's just crazy. The past month. Why is it a sad stream, man? There's so many different reasons this is a sad stream.
It starts with they took away the 1K.
They took away the 1K dream. and just a few other things. But you know, the thing is, you're probably wondering, if you're so sad, why did you start streaming? It's because streaming is what makes me happy. Talking to you guys is what makes me happy. So I'm gonna do that no matter what, if it makes me happy. And since, you know, people say, how does streaming make you happy? It's boring. You're not talking to real people. I don't know, man. It's a generational thing. Not everyone you meet on the internet is an 80-year-old that's trying to perv you out. That's honestly, that's my parents' thought on the internet, is that everyone on the internet is an 80-year-old that wants to perv you out. I won't lie. When I told my mom that I started streaming, and she just like, what's streaming? And when I explained it to her, she said, so it's like online prostitution. That's what she said to me.
Not being hello.
Because when I said I'm streaming myself playing a video game, they're like, why are you letting people on the internet see you?
A freaking spoon.
Bilbo Baggins, thanks for subscribing, man. Welcome to the Valley. You are real people. I love all of you. Whether it be 1K, whether it be 10 of you, whether it be one person. As long as you guys are here, it's a happy time. You know? And I'm not trying to, like, make you guys... I'm not trying to, like, force you guys to support me. See ya, Curse Killer. Don't worry about it, man. Thanks for coming out. It's not like I'm trying to make you guys feel bad for me. It's just like I was like super pissed and sad. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna stream because you guys help me. You guys, you know, you guys stop the sadness. Max, I know you're not an 80-year-old perv. You're a 25-year-old perv. I know you guys love me. I love you all too.
A freaking spoon.
Brennan O'Neill.
25.
Thank you for subscribing, man. Welcome to the Valley.
A freaking spoon.
Cryptical Siren, thank you for subscribing. Welcome to the Valley. So yeah, let's just, you know, let's not be sad. We're just gonna be happy.
A freaking spoon.
Kenny plays 11:23. Because that's why I started streaming, because I can talk to you guys, take my mind off things, and just relax and stream.
Yep, with 25-year-old pervs. I don't know if you just said anything, but it just cut out. I'm gonna leave the Discord in a minute.
Alright, cool. Thanks everyone that came out tonight, that's here right now.
Alright, say something.
Hey, what's up?
Okay, there we go. I don't know why, it was probably my phone. Like, I have a pretty, like, new phone. It's a pretty good one. But sometimes the audio just messes up on, especially when I run things. Like, I have YouTube running on it right now at 1080p.
Ooh.
And I also have...
Hey, I gotta do a... Ryan, you and Zen Lin, thank you for subscribing, man. Welcome to the Valley. If it means anything, your fiance feels bad for me too. Tell her I said thanks, Max. You honestly, no, it's I tried to explain this to like someone else that was somewhat interested in the stream, but they didn't really care for it. I tried to explain how like the fact that an engaged couple enjoys watching my stream, I'm assuming, because I know Max does, but enjoys watching my stream is like really cool to me, because you know like I don't know if it makes sense to any of you guys, but like the fact that an engaged couple that likes video games enjoys watching like what I like doing, like playing a video game, just seems really interesting to me that you guys would like it. But thank you, Max. Tell her I said thank you. very much. Means a lot. See, now it's kind of ironic that I did a... I'm gonna have to change the title of the stream because we're at 999.
Are we?
Yeah.
Already? Yo.
Guys, we're already at 999. What the fuck?
A freaking
See, I told you
spoon.
they'd come back in no
Mr.
time.
DJ Slime, thank
The
you for
fan base
subscribing,
loves
man.
you.
Welcome to the valley. We hit 100. Without 100. Fuck, I'm stupid. We hit 1,000.
A freaking spoon.
TRD Real Gamer, thank you for subscribing. Guys. We did it. We're back down again.
We're back down?
Yeah, no, we're at 1,000.
Oh, I was like, wait, hold up. A second time, dude? Because this is Illuminati freaking conspiracy. Something terrible, 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 terrible. I need to reload my whole YouTube app. Just completely froze.
Here we go, we're at 1K3. Thank you guys so much once again.
I'm gonna screenshot this.
Can we get a hashtag 1K revive? Guys, hold on.
Hashtag what is it? 1K spoons 2.0.
Hang on, let me just. Too bold. Okay.
A freaking spoon.
Hashtag 1K revive. I'm just gonna stick that up on screen and leave it right there. I'm not even gonna move it. Hey Michael, how's it going?
Yo, on the screen, it just went from 1004 to 1003, and then back to 1004. Did you guys see that?
It's 1002. Okay, I'm gonna get rid of the RIP 1K subs on screen. I'm just gonna leave it at.
Yo, you guys are like unsubbing and stuff.
I'm just gonna leave it at what it is. You should look. It's so ridiculous what I put on screen, but it's worth it. I love you guys so much. And then I'm changing it from sad Borderlands stream to loving Borderlands 2 stream. Do you see what's on screen?
1K revive. Whole screen, just leave it up there.
I'm going to. I thank you guys so. There's 60. I didn't think 60 people would show up tonight. Wait.
Oh my gosh.
I changed the title to Love Filled Borderlands 2 stream. Thank you guys so much for bringing it back, getting a revive. And we're back down to 999.
I'm gonna mute my mic. I'll be back. I gotta take a shit.
Alright, man. We're back down to 999, guys. When I finish this quest, I'm going to make you funniest moment in quest for every legendaries. Alright, man, sounds good. I'll be excited for that. Hopefully we can stay at 1K this time. What do I do on my channel? Borderlands 2.
A freaking
Terror of
spoon.
Plague, thank you for subscribing, man. Welcome to the valley. You're awesome. Feels bad, man. You are honestly, your name describes me right now. I love you guys so much. You guys mean the world to me. You're gonna kill your sister. Thank you, Bradley.
I'm gonna swallow your throat, badass.
You're here to stay, you love me, I love you too, man. The feels. The feels are so strong right now. That's okay, Max. You're still here in my heart. Hello?
Oh.
Hello? We just got a saw bar. Guys? My daily? Yeah, I do. Yo, you just made my day. You just got shouted out by your first YouTuber? Gaming Bums? What do you mean, man? Okay, I can get rid of this now. Guys, we got a saw bar. That's my dream. My dream is to be a YouTuber. Steam?
What a profound dream.
Pardon?
Oh, damn.
The choices of pretzel in my inner lobe.
What's up, dude?
Nice.
To think you found my channel because you wanted to troll some low sub streams. It was definitely a good idea, man. Love you, Nocturnal.
The kind-hearted folks at the Hyperion Corp really gives you hope, doesn't it? Hyperion nearly ended the world, but now they're trying to make good on their mistakes with these presents.
You never had a YouTuber like read your comment and say it on stream? I just made your day. Actually, no, you made my day, gaming.
I wonder what's inside.
You made my day by being here.
It appears Hyperion has not changed their tune after all. Could you destroy those presents, Vault Hunter?
So how does that make you feel now? Knowing that you made my day.
I understand why they want us dead.
Bring the
Templeton
axe.
is
Bring
full
the
of
hell.
ex-labs, and Hyperion was never fond of anyone who followed Britain.
You're nothing! I told you what would happen!
What a truly sad day. If only the robots would have befriended us.
Yeah, no homo, you guys, but I still love you all.
You're the Vault Hunter who killed Handsome Jack.
Hooray!
Oh, what a sad day. You're mere present.
Should you join the voice chat if you want to, my dude. Only if you want to.
I for my brutality.
Wonderful, Vault Hunter. Mercenary days.
I'm a very
Return
kind
to your
fellow,
treasure.
aren't I? I deserve more. Thank you, man. Means a lot. You want to see me naked?
No.
Ah!
I don't think anyone wants to, man, besides you. Damn. You're glad that you made my day great too. It makes you really happy to know you make someone happy by watching a great game and a great streamer. Thank you so much, dude. You have a funny story? Join in Discord and tell it, man. Totally homos. Thanks, dude.
Hey,
Hey, how's it
I think
going?
that's on you to start.
it's going great, man. I was just reminded of a hilarious story, and I thought it would really bring up the mood of the stream.
Alright, man, what's it? What's up?
Okay, so this has drug use in it. I don't know. I should just put out a warning. Yeah. Okay, so one of my friends,
A freaking
he sent me
spoon.
a snap.
Hold up, hold
It's,
up. Gods for the win. Thank you for subscribing, man. Welcome to the valley. Go
Okay,
ahead.
so yeah, he sends me a snap, and it's a bag of shrooms, right? And he says, "Hey, we should do these sometime." And that reminds me, my first trip on shrooms.
Oh boy.
Man. Okay, so this is when I was like a lot younger and a lot edgier, so you know.
A
I was a little bit
freaking
risky when I was
spoon.
a kid, and I was willing to do these things. I wanted to be spiritually enlightened, you could say. So
I wasn't. I was a smart child.
Wait, everyone that subscribes during this story, I'll give you a shout out after he's done telling the story.
okay, so the first time I did it, right, I was maybe 17 or so, and I take them, and 15 minutes later, I'm staring at a white wall, and it just starts fucking dancing. It's like the most magical thing I've ever seen, right? And there's like this, my mind tells me to go take a shower, right? And I was thinking, hey, you know, why not, man? Nothing could go wrong. So I
Blood in
decided
the
to
water.
go into the shower. You know, I turn the water on, make sure it gets really hot, and I remember I turn around and I see this beautiful redhead. Like, when I say beautiful, I mean
A freaking
absolute
spoon.
10 out of 10 beautiful, right?
Um,
She has green eyes, and she has a snake for a tongue.
yeah,
And she whispers something to me, and I'm just like, I don't even know what the hell is going on, but I like it. And yeah, we just kind of stared at each other for like 10 minutes. And then I turned around, and I turned back, and she was just gone. I sat down, and I cried for like 10 minutes because she disappeared. It was fun times. Fun times. That's the end of my story.
Jesus Christ.
see, sometimes the same thing can happen if you're tired enough.
I hate me.
What was that?
Everything's fun when you're tired as well.
Yeah.
You woke the wrong
Alright.
dog.
Spooked and Joshua Cardilla
A
and
freaking
Jackaboy,
spoon.
thank you guys for subscribing, man. Welcome to the valley, all you guys. What is this ASMR fanfiction? Someone just, Smitty just said that in chat.
Is that the vibe I'm giving off right now?
I guess so.
I thought I had
Yo,
annoying.
Valley, you're sad now. Gotta go. Still in the morning. See you, Llama. Love you, man. Don't be sad.
Oh, bye, llama. You're a pretty cool guy.
What happened to 1K? YouTube tore it from us. We got it back though. Because you guys are
I don't
awesome.
understand why, like, they unsub. Like,
No clue, man.
rude.
No, no, no!
Shit.
Get a guy's hopes up and then take it away.
Fulfill a guy's dreams and then rip it away from him, you mean?
Yeah.
I'm never sorry.
Literally, that's what happened. From my perspective.
It's a bloody business, Bates.
I got my dream of like 10 years. And then it's just like gone. But it's back now, so I am very thankful for all the love from you guys.
Well, you can think about it like this. You achieved your dream twice in one
Pardon?
day. Think about it like this. You achieved your dreams twice in
A
one day.
freaking spoon!
I never thought of it like that, but that's really interesting to think of it like that.
I honestly wouldn't have thought about it like that. I would have just thought, well, shit, dude, I lost 1K.
Bradley Kramit, thank you for subscribing, man. Welcome to the Valley.
Yo, what the
But yeah, that's actually really interesting. Like, I reached my goal, it got taken away, and we still got it back. Same day.
I hate me!
That's how I'm gonna think about it. Thank you, Max. Hey, dude, you're back.
Mhm.
Welcome.
Yo, dude, that was the weirdest shit ever. Like, the shit itself wasn't weird, but the bathroom was, like, really cold. And then I started sweating anyway, dude.
Maybe you were tripping on shrooms.
You know what? That is a complete possibility. No.
Did you hear Max's story?
Nick first time?
Yeah, I
drugs.
tuned
I don't
into
like-
the stream.
I don't like what it does to people.
See, honestly, I'd prefer, things more like meth. No.
I'm more of a...
Okay, yeah. That
See, I honestly, I don't mind the use of shrooms or anything like that. Like, so long as it's natural, I don't really think it should
So long as you're not
I
harming
just
anyone
know drugs
else.
that, like, change
be
people,
legal.
like,
I think so.
make people lazy or, like, mean just because they don't get their dose.
Yeah, if you're not harming anybody else, then why the hell?
Like, I don't even like cigarettes because my mom, she freaks out when she doesn't have her.
Yeah, like it can crisp, yeah, those things.
See,
But,
for
I
me,
had to give her money to
They're not particularly good.
Max, how old did you say you were when that story was?
Like 17.
Yeah,
maybe
see,
16.
I'm 17 and I could count the number of drinks I've had in my life, and if I had to count, it would be probably 6. Five of
I don't
those
think
were
about it
5 of those were on one occasion. The other one was on another.
I don't think I've had, like, a full drink before. I've kind of just tried stuff.
Yeah.
Alcohol
And
was
so
too
those are
old.
my occasions, and like drug wise, like nothing against people that do. Like I already told you, Max. Like I've never done it.
I don't like it.
I mean,
If you never try it, you don't know.
I was, I didn't think that I wasn't ever gonna try it at some point, but just not right now, I guess. And like I just said about the other thing, as long as you're not hurting anyone else, you're fine.
Then again, you live in Canada, so like most of you guys don't even get like guns. Like, how the heck do you guys get a hold of drugs?
You'd be surprised.
There are ways.
See, I've started to realize, like, it was like once I came to high school, I found out that it's like, I'm the rare one. People that don't do drugs in high school are the rare ones.
Oh
Yeah.
yeah, that's definitely me.
So,
I
like-
barely drink alcohol. Like, I try some stuff. Like, I've tried my dad's wine, but it's so bad.
See, like, high school, it's like, you find out, that person smokes weed, and then you find out, and literally every single other person does.
Oh, weed?
But I mean, that's like, to me, as being the fucking kid that I am, and the way I grew up, weed was kind of like, it's not anymore, but it used to be like, oh my god, that's like super
What a
dangerous.
terrible criminal,
Like,
Yeah.
a juvenile delinquent.
Yeah, Not anymore though. So, but
Where
you used
I
to.
live, like I've run everyone I know knows about we all basically grew up around something.
Yeah.
You joined this conversation chat.
Oh yeah, shit! I forgot to restart the stream viewing for me. Give me 1 second to get it pulled up.
But when I grew up, I grew up in a very,
Oh, you forgot about that.
yeah, I remember when I was in freshman year, I was this big, like, really anti-degenerate kind of guy. Oh, man, you smoke weed? Degenerate, man. But I remember at the end...
Weed makes people dumb. Weed just makes you stupid.
Yeah. It doesn't have any, like,
she's,
super
like,
long-lasting effects.
Like, she's the biggest lazy dumbass.
Well, like it depends. I mean, you're right, but also it depends on how often you do it.
Oh, she did it every day, all day.
Like, there's a difference between.
On it, like,
there's a difference between can't going a day without it being lazy, or just like get together with your friends and do it. You know.
She has like anxiety, but she really doesn't, and she uses that as an excuse.
Yeah.
I don't know.
See, I just don't agree with like doctors solving a lot of medical problems. They're just like, okay, we'll just give you, you know.
Well, if you're in excruciating pain, I can understand.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, I think, yeah, it should be available for recreational use, but like to begin with,
in the next year, it's gonna be. In the next year in Canada, at least I know, it's gonna be one. It's gonna be legal to buy it in stores. And two,
they'll get to like the Colorado dispensaries.
Well, no, it's like the equivalent of like buying out. Like, it's like, I think the thing that I saw was like, in the next year we will be like, you can buy it in like a beer store or whatever, and it's like you have to be 18 or older to buy it, and then you can have like, I think it's 3 to 4, like a 4 maximum plant growing in your house legally.
In the U.S., it's already like legal in, I think it's like 5 states.
They can't figure out a way to tax it.
It's legal in 13 states right now in the United States.
Not if you want.
13?
Yeah, and
I thought it was only 5.
Is big pharma. They like to push out opiates, which you know, like Oxycontin as painkillers, because you know it works. Opiates are
well,
increases the amount.
In states that it's illegal, you can still get prescriptions for it.
Well, yeah, but they
yeah.
get a prescription for it. They get addicted, right? And then they have to.
My uncle had it.
Alternatives like heroin.
Like he smoked weed before he got the prescription, but he just got it to make it legal. Because he wasn't paying.
Yeah, that's like opiates, the addiction thing. That's the problem I have with that. Like, yeah, it works, but why should you have to get addicted to solve a problem that can also potentially be solved with other things that aren't as addictive?
Like, I don't even take medicine if I don't have to.
I don't either, dude. I had a surgery for a hernia because I was moving and I tried to like move a fridge by myself, and you know how much fridges weigh. And
that much.
it was one of the older ones, so it was like 300 pounds, and I just tried to move it by myself, and it's kind of unwieldy.
Do you ever just like realize, I don't know about you guys, like right now it may sound like I'm in my tired aspect of myself, or when people earlier, I don't know when I did it, but I had a sleepy stream. You guys remember that?
Mm-hmm.
One morning,
it rings a bell.
So people were like, "Man, are you high? Are you this or that?" I'm like, "No, I'm just tired." So I might be like that right now, but like,
people asked me that last year. I was at the fair at like 1 in the morning, and everyone was like, "Are you high?"
Well, like I've been tired. That's not even what I'm trying to explain, but like so when I'm tired, people before have asked me that. But anyways, I might be like that right now. but more not like silly tired like I was. I'm just like out of my mind tired. So,
Yeah, I
like,
just can't
your,
quite make a statement. Yeah, just drowsy. That's
so
what
like,
it is.
yeah, that's the word. At you guys' schools, you guys are still at school, right?
Yeah,
No.
I'm gonna be a junior.
Freshman this year.
Okay, well, fuck. How many people do you know play video games at your school?
A lot.
My whole friend group, which, you know, for being just a video game playing group, like, we sit in a group of like 20 people at lunch and just talk about stuff.
I'm not like friends with everyone, so I don't know if they do, but I know for sure. Like,
Man, it's like the dream. Because
See,
my
I kind of just know everyone. Like, I'm not friends with everyone. I know
school,
everyone.
like I said, you guys earlier, my school is like 300, 400 people. That's big around here. There's people that like to most of the people in the school. If you game, gaming is the definition of gaming is you go home and you sit in the dark and stare at a screen until you go back to school the next day.
Yeah, that's what a lot of people think it is.
No, but I'm saying like I know one person in the whole school, and the only people I don't know are the people that are new every year that I know by the end of the year. So I basically know everyone, and there's one person I know, two people, sorry. There's two people I know who don't define it as that, and that's Carl and Donovan.
well, in a lot of cases it is.
Yeah, that's true, but they mean it as in like, not only is it like, they just mean it as like, if you're a gamer, you have no real life and you don't do anything that's exciting. But in the when in reality it's like really, and when in reality it's like, okay, it's not fun in your opinion, it's not exciting in your opinion. Doesn't mean,
it's each their own, you know.
Yeah.
Especially if you get into stuff like VR, then it's like.
But also, I will say, like the jock kind of people at schools.
Yeah.
So like, they say that, but then it's okay if you're playing a video game that's like a sports game.
Last year, I witnessed like a freshman knock a jock out. Just to play shit.
On the first day of school, it was on Friday, one of my friend's sisters had a seizure at lunch, and I felt super bad, dude. Like, it wasn't my fault.
First day of... This is like spoilers to my... This is like early spoilers to my future Draw My Life. First day, grade 10, came home and said, I'm switching schools.
She's not like,
mind you, this is my second, that was my starting my second year at high school. Came home and I said I'm switching schools. And
see, I like my school. Like, we have a great wrestling program, and I do wrestling. So I don't know. It's really if you're going for the wrestling, it's a great school for it.
Yeah, we have wrestling too.
Okay, dude, how many of you guys caught? Yes, Max, did you catch today when I said, when I do a Draw My Life, it's gonna be like the most depressing Draw My Life ever?
I heard that.
I think
do you guys
talked about that.
Do you guys you know those like top 10 channels?
Yeah.
There's one that I watched the other.
10 most depressing Draw My Life.
Honestly, I was literally going to say I watched one the other day, and it was like, I think they were like Markiplier, Jacksepticeye, that Boogeyman 78 something.
Yeah, the Boogie 2988 or something.
Anyway, so it was those, and I'm thinking to myself, honestly, if I make one, I'm gonna be the new #1 on that list.
This is my real calling. The top depressing list.
That's my new dream, man.
Forget this whole YouTube streaming thing. I'm gonna become depressing. Hey guys, watch out and don't become suicidal.
Nav and TK Fun Run, thank you for subscribing, man. Welcome to the valley. Welcome to this depression field.
Hey there.
Yo, dude,
No.
forget shrooms. Stay in my rooms.
No lie though, honestly, all you guys, I love y'all. Like, I'm so thankful that you guys actually enjoy these streams. And I'm thankful that I can do this and have people watch. I'm talking to you guys and chat, by the way. Just so chat knows.
I think, like, adding on to what I said earlier, it makes you a lot more, you know, cool. I guess not cool.
You know how I think of
but,
it?
You know, approachable if you interact with them.
You know how I think about it? I think about it as like, because of the shit that's happened in reality, it helps me to be nicer towards everyone else on here, I guess, and that makes my personality more like likable, I guess. I don't know if is my personality likable?
So. No, I'm playing.
Your personality is shit.
I have no personality.
Yeah, what a
What do
terrible
you
person,
even do
right?
on the internet? Get off there.
Yo, sweetie, check it out. We got this at the start of the stream from the Snowman DLC. Fuck, I am very.
Looks like this fat
Who said I was drowsy?
Me.
You're right.
Well, I mean, literally, like, that's the word that I
How
would
do you
use to
spell
describe
that?
exactly
How do you
what
spell
that,
drowsy?
Was it
it
DROWS?
It's the voice
Wait.
button, that's what I
Why?
do.
Have you never
I
seen
can't spell
Pokemon?
or shit.
No, I don't know anything about Pokemon. That's a lie.
That is like the best Pokemon.
I collected the cards when I was a kid, and that's it.
Same, dude. I still got first gen cards.
I never even got into it, dude. Like,
No,
even
like-
with the Pokemon Go hype.
I collected the cards, but I didn't know
They
how.
are.
I didn't know
I
what to do
I
with
need to
them.
get them. I need to get them sent to PSA. I still got a couple Charizard.
Hey
and shit,
Joshua.
which I know I like them. I got one.
Hashtag. Oh no! I started a new hashtag.
Hashtag
What?
Drowsy Valley.
No hashtag depression field.
Oh no.
Guys,
Yo, man, we're in a depression field.
am I gonna ask if I can collab with who? You gotta say who I gotta collab with if you want me to collab.
No, dude, he's just talking about that one dude that we won't say their name because they don't actually exist.
Wait, no.
He
Do you know
who
that?
shall not be named.
Do you know that one guy from that one TV show?
You mean? Oh, you mean that one guy? Yeah.
Yeah, that guy.
Oh wow,
I think
this
I know
is
who you're
so
talking about. The
fascinating.
dude with the face.
Yeah, no,
And the
he's
hair,
got
right?
the
And the
hair
leg?
and the eyes.
Yeah. I'm pretty sure he has like
Does he
eyelids.
have two nostrils?
No, it's got
He's got
8.
one.
Oh, man,
I heard
that's
8 and 1 at the
this
same
thing.
time.
Guys, we're doing some tubby farming.
Dude, that would be so bad. Like inhaling through all 8 nostrils and like you get all kinds of shit
It's
up in there.
really hot.
Yo, dude, nobody
in
would
my
call you a
room.
mouth breather, though.
Eyes.
Guys, can I just, like, this stream went from depression
Hey,
to,
Valley.
to
you're too
To
slow.
supreme drowsy.
expression.
Your nostrils.
Depression to expression.
Is there any tubbies? No, there's no tubbies. I am...
What's in the box?
You ever...
Ahead, CSI. Dun 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 dun.
Wait,
You can tell like the tired meter in this conversation.
wait,
I know.
in a Draw My Life,
It's
are you only supposed to highlight, like, the...
Most depressing stuff in your life, yeah.
No,
No.
no. I'm
That
saying...
you put in a jar and lock it.
I'm saying when you do them, it's not like obviously the depression is where the views come in, but like when you do them, are you supposed to like? Can you just be like, oh yeah, this one time this happened, but it's just like a memory, or are you supposed to be just like chapters
one
of your
time-
life?
You know, one time when I was 6, I ate my pet catfish, and it was sad.
There are many questions I have about that steak. First off, if you were 6, how did you prepare it by yourself? If you did
Raw.
prepare it by yourself, it was probably raw,
Wanna hear
which
a funny
means that you would have
story?
been sick. That brings up another question: how did you survive? Which leads to my next question: why
You
did
can
you
eat
have
raw
a pet
fish.
catfish?
Do you guys want to hear
Not
a
a
funny story?
catfish though.
Dude, you do
Yeah,
know
but
you can eat raw
catfish
fish,
is a
right?
lake fish.
So?
Yeah, but it's a lake fish.
Y'all want to hear a
It's
funny
normally the
story?
saltwater ones.
Oh, we got the
The
black
salt
queen.
content kills a lot more of the
I mean, it
viruses
might
and
not
crap that are
taste
in them.
very great,
Why
but
does no one listen to me? You guys,
We're taking over.
You guys want to hear a funny story?
Alright, go ahead.
Okay.
Better be funny.
You know what? Honestly, I forget at this point.
Oh my god.
Wait, no, wait. Okay, here's a funny story. Do you know, like, when you're young and you watch YouTube and you're like, oh, that's sick. And then, or like you're playing a video game, you're like, pretend it's real life with your friends outside.
Yeah.
Or you mean like me playing Pokemon like on the DS, and then I go outside and throw some rocks and pretend like I'm catching something.
Throw rocks at squirrels.
Or,
No, definitely not
or
that. You're disgusting.
in my case, you watch Assassin's Creed, so you think you become a parkour master.
Yo, I did the same freaking
Listen.
thing.
Listen.
I'll tell you my story in a little bit.
So
I learned how to throw knives because of that game.
okay, now listen. This is my outcome of what happened
pretty good at it.
from this game.
I'll tell you what happened to me.
So, me and my friend. This is like 4 years ago. This is 4 years ago. We left school early. I got my mother. This is like we were like I think 12, 13. So I got my mom to pick me and my friend up from school to go to the fair.
Yeah.
Right? It's like nice, badass, sick, cool, dude. Right? Yeah. We go to the fair. We're having a great baller time, going on the rides and shit. And then it gets to be about 8 o'clock, and it's always dark out. And there was this hill, and I'm like, dude, watch me. Like, this was like a steep hill. Like, not just kind of like not like kind of like a rise. It was like steep. Like, you would fall down it if you tried to go down it. It's like, watch me, like, jump down this hill, dude. I jumped. And I jump. And I don't remember exactly what happened. Like, all I know is that I didn't land on my feet. I think I landed on like my shins, rolled and did a front flip and landed on my stomach on the bottom of the hill. And I stood up. I stood up and I was like,
I ran down like a sand dune thing because we have a bunch of sand pits there. And like I did like a somersault and then got back on my feet. It's like
freaking spoon.
So I stand up. I look down. I'm like, I see some dirt on my knees and my shirt's a little dirty. I'm like, oh shit. So my friend goes like, you can like go around and just walk down the hill. So he walks down and he I look at him. He looks at me with like this face of like pure shock and no, he's like scared. Like he looks at me and he's like he just saw a ghost. Also, thank you Game Bang for subscribing. Welcome to the valley. Anyways, he looks at me and I'm like, dude, what's up? What happened? He's like, look down. I'm like, yeah, I know I'm a little dirty. So what's wrong? He's like, look at your shins. Look. And my left shin is like sliced open, bleeding down into my sock.
Not bad.
And my white socks are now red. Oh, this is actually no, it's just my one leg. My white sock is now red, and it's on my shoe.
See, he shouldn't even said anything.
And I'm like, well, shit. So I look back where I fell, and there's a smashed beer bottle where I landed. And I didn't feel it. Like I couldn't even tell. So I was like, well, this isn't good. So I went and found my mom. And remember I said this is like 8 o'clock. So we found my mom. And we're like, there's got to be like some kind of like paramedic somewhere nearby at the fair waiting for something like this to happen, right? So we walked for 30 minutes. Blood still gushing out of my shin.
Walking around bleeding out at a freaking fair, dude.
Walking around looking for, and there's nothing. So we find like the help booth at the fair. We're like, yeah, my leg is like split open. Is there anything around here? And they're like, no, they left 2 hours ago. You gotta go to the hospital.
You
So-
walk around forever just to figure out you can't get any fucking help.
So by this time, it's 9 o'clock. And we're like, okay, we gotta go to the hospital. So me and my friend and my mom, we go out to the hospital. We get there, and it's like 9:30. And, okay, mind you, I've never gotten stitches or broken anything before in my life before this point. Actually, I did get stitches, but I was too young to remember it. Anyways, we'll get into the hospital. The lady looks down at my leg, and she's like, oh yeah, we can just get a nurse in, clean that up, and put a bandage over it. You'll be fine, and you'll be out in like an hour. So she's like, just sit in this waiting room, the nurse will be like 30 minutes. And unlike hospitals normally are, she did show up in like 30 minutes. She walks in, she looks down, and she's like, what'd the lady at the desk tell you? She's like, you'd patch it up in like a bandage and I'd be on my way. She's like, okay, well you're gonna be here for a while. And I said, why is that? She's like, this is gonna need about in between 15 and 20 stitches, and you're gonna be, and it needs to be completely cleaned out. It's like, nice.
Oh boy, I hate it when that happens. When they clean
So-
out.
So, this is where it gets even better. So, I'm like, okay, so what do I do? She's like, go into this waiting room until a doctor comes and sees you. And, like, by this point, like, the blood is, like, crusted. Like, it stopped gushing, it's just crusted to my leg. And, like, you know when blood gets, like, brown?
Yeah.
So it's like that.
Yeah.
And,
Gross.
like, it's just, like, an open wound there. Just, like, and surrounded by dirt. It's like, okay, so it's, like, 10 o'clock, 10:30-ish in the waiting room. Or not the waiting room, in the room waiting for the doctor. Doctor walks in. Doctor walks in at 12:30.
Yeah.
So 2 hours later, comes in. It's like, man, how long have you been waiting here? I was like, well, the cut's been open for about, 4 hours now. And so he's like, oh, that sucks. So we're gonna have to clean it and then stitch it up. So,
Gotta tell me by the way.
okay, perfect. So the way they cleaned it is they took this little plastic, like, scrubber that you would use on dishes that are, like, really grimy. And he just, like, starts scrubbing the wound. Like, full bore.
Oh.
If they would have done that.
And I'm sitting there looking him.
Got a class, mod.
I'm looking him, like, dead in the eye. Like,
I'll let you find out what it is.
saying to him, like, with my eyes, I fucking hate you. Right? And then he stitches it up that same night. And everything's done by about 2:30.
Well, that was the point.
Right? My friend is still with me in the hospital. We had no way of telling his mom where we were. And it's 2 in the morning. I got stitches in my leg now. About 2 days later, we take the bandage off to change it. And it's like orange. The wound is like orange from like infection. Because I had to wait 4 hours to get these stitches. So,
Oh, no, that's terrible, dude.
so because of that, oh yeah, we just got a new legendary. I gotta update the counter. Shit.
What was it, the torch?
Cat.
Oh, it was a Siren class mod?
Yeah. So
Nice.
that's my story.
The most traumatic things I've done is
You,
like.
you can just make that your, draw my life.
That's one
I was
aspect
literally
of it. Fuck. That was a good memory.
This is like the saddest moment in my life. I was whittling a stick because I really wanted a hot dog in the fire. And like, I went to like cut the stick, and it like cut really fast, hit my finger. So like the knife like cut off like half the
You know those
Like
little
it-
Swiss Army knives?
Yeah, it was just like
Yeah.
my buck knife, whatever, that I used for hunting. She's like, we need sticks, we need sticks. I was like, no.
My little Swiss Army knife, like folding one. I was playing with it when I was on the phone
I had nothing to put back.
with
Dude,
someone,
cut off.
and I'm playing with it, and then I'm trying to close it, but I'm not paying attention. So I'm like trying to push it close, because it's just one you don't have to like press a button to close it. You just fold it, like just open and close it without pushing a button.
Yeah.
So I'm sitting there on the phone looking over at the wall trying to close it, and I'm like forcing as much pressure as I can to close it, and then I realize I'm pushing on the blade side, and I just made like a cut like a centimeter deep into my finger that's like 3 centimeters long, and I'm like, this
Oh,
kind
we
of
got a
hurts,
Toby.
and it's just like folded open.
Toby right behind you, chasing you.
See, like where I live, like if I get like a cut and I'm bleeding, I'll take like toilet paper and duct tape. Okay.
Nurse.
Yo, I've done the same
That's another
thing.
one.
Like I would be working outside. Like I was going barefoot one day. I cut my toe with stuff. And I was like using hand saw, and I kind of just like duct tape and fought. Walked around
For
the
me?
next 4 hours.
I'm not sure if you guys have ever tried to skin a sugar cane, but it's
I
pretty
haven't.
hard.
I have 10.
But it's pretty hard.
Oh no! Fuck!
Pretty hard. So this was when I was about 7, and I didn't know how to hold a knife, so I held it like right at the neck of the knife with my fingers still on the blade, and I pushed super hard, and the knife went straight through my finger, and it was hanging. So
oh no, dude.
I had to go to the hospital and stay there for like 3 to 4 hours. And I think I got about 9 stitches and 3 months with a cast on my finger, to then have it open up again and then have another cast for 2 months.
I'm eating cold McDonald's chicken nuggets. What's wrong with me?
And then let me not remind you that about 2 months later, after that happens, I try to climb a tree and I fall on my ribs against the curb of a sidewalk.
Yum.
How'd you
That
fall?
actually relates
How'd you fall?
to my story. Oh man, so this was during when I was in the Rangers, when I was training, right? We had this one exercise where we were sent out into the woods for 3 days and we were just supposed to survive, right? And
That's easy.
well, what I did was pretty stupid. Now, the RI, Ranger Instructor, he was a bitch. Okay, let me just say that. But he didn't want us really doing stupid shit, and he wasn't gonna help us.
In my life, I've seen all of your messages. I know everything you've been saying, and I won't ban you because
So
I love
was
you
like,
because you're a
oh,
viewer.
shit, if I do anything really bad, you know, I'm gonna get in a lot of trouble. So I don't know why, but I was climbing
Oh my
this
god,
tree.
I just one-shot him.
So
Funny.
I was climbing this tree, right? And
Yeah.
Yeah.
fell out of it from maybe a good 10 to 15 feet, and I'm just like, hey, I'm fine. And I look over at my arm, there's a fucking branch in it, and I'm just thinking, oh shit, nobody's gonna help me with this. And my friend, he's just looking over at me, and he says, we gotta go to the RI about this. And I say, no, we're not. So I actually, like, 2 days with a branch in my arm with a makeshift bandage over it. When I came back, I was like, hey, so I got a little bit hurt the other day, and yeah, I couldn't pull it out, so can you help me with this?
I bet he looked at you and the first thing he thought is like, what a dumbass.
He was a little bit disappointed in me, but hey, I was number one in the squad.
Oh man.
The worst thing that's ever really happened to me
Tell you
is
how many
while I
times-
was wrestling. I was
I gotta rename the title to the stream to Story Time with You.
Like, I have this tree in my backyard that's like 150 feet tall that I've climbed to the top of like 100 times maybe. But, like, I'm so big now that like I step on like a branch that I've always stepped on, and I fell like 10 feet maybe. And like I hit my I did that like stereotypical thing where I like slap my face off a branch and fall on my back. Oh
yeah.
god. But then I was still like 50 feet in the tree, and I'm like, now I have to climb down to suck this shit up.
Dude, the worst thing that's ever really happened to me is during wrestling. It wasn't even like super glorious. I mean, I did win in the end, because adrenaline, I didn't even feel it. But like both of us were freaking tired, and my mouth was super dry because I had been breathing through my mouth while I was wrestling.
No, you bit your tongue, didn't you?
No, no, it was. I do know somebody who did that, but no, I was freaking. We were just going around back and forth, right? You know, we were both pretty evenly matched, and we were both. You could tell that we were tired because I was breathing pretty heavily, and my mouth was super dry, so it got like hard to breathe. You know how you get like that dry bubble in your throat when you breathe super hard?
Yeah.
I got that, and it made my eyes water, and this dude's sitting here like, so I'm like, okay, you know, he's not in any better shape than I am, so what I decided to do is I try to flip around him, like not do like a backflip or anything like that, like I try to reverse it so I'm behind him so I can throw him, and then the timer goes up, and so they asked him what he wanted to do, and he's like, yeah, you know, I want to be on top. So what I did was I stood up, and the first thing he did was grab both, like, my left arm and then one of my legs and just fall straight back and twist, like, midair. So I slammed down on the mat, and, you know, I only had the one arm to post on. It was my right arm. And so I hit the freaking mat, and I felt a giant pop, and what felt like, have you ever had, like, a really tight zipper or something? Like, it felt like an unzip, like, inside my shoulder, so I was like, dang, that felt weird. It must have just been like a pop or something.
You dislocated your rotary cuff?
No, I tore everything. I woke up the next morning, and I sleep on a futon, so it's pretty close to the ground, and I just kind of rolled out of bed and landed on my arm and just collapsed, dude, and I felt like I was gonna cry. I was like, oh my god, that feels terrible. So we went to the doctor. They're like, well, you know, it looks fine, but we'll send you in for an MRI anyway. And so we went in for the MRI, and they're like, oh yeah, by the way, your shoulder is destroyed. So I spent the next, what was it, like, month and a half waiting for them to fix it, and then they fixed it. And then for the next month and a half, I had it in a sling that they nicknamed the immobilizer, because it's supposed to make it so you can't move your shoulder at all. Because literally like 98% of the muscle in my shoulder was completely shredded. Like my rotary cuff, all the different muscles inside my shoulder, like the socket and stuff, was torn. The cartilage was shredded. It was just all completely destroyed. And that was at the beginning of the wrestling season too, so I couldn't wrestle all last year.
Yeah.
Man, y'all got some fucking killer stories. Mine, see, I'm that depressing kid that's like, all your guys' stories is like, the worst that's happened to me is like some physical, like, something bad happens to you physically. All my shit's been like emotionally.
Yeah, it's like one time
I think
my uncle raped me. No.
Like, honestly, I think the worst. Honestly, I think the worst thing that's happened to me physically is only like probably the time I got mono at the start of the hockey season.
Oh.
So here. You know what? I'm gonna tell the story. So this mono honestly like ruined me in school and out of school. No, just listen. So it was this past Christmas. It's about it's the last 2 weeks of school. Like, we just started the second last week of school before Christmas break. And I'm like, oh man, I got this fucking killer cough on Monday, right? So I'm like, Mom, take me to the like the doctor, give me some like shit. And he's like, oh, you just got like a regular common cold. You'll be fine. Take these. They're like super Advil. They'll fix you up in no time, right?
Super Advil.
I was like, all right, perfect, thanks. And hockey's going on during this time. It's like hockey's been going on for probably like a month, like a few weeks, 2 weeks. So I'm like, cool. Tuesday I wake up and it's like the cough's still there. Obviously, I took the pill. Wednesday I wake up and now instead of a cough, it's a cough. And when I cough, my breathing stops. And I can't get anything down my throat that isn't like liquid. Even liquid still hurts, right?
Oh.
So we went back into the hospital, and they're like, "Oh damn, this isn't a common cold. This is mono." You know, and then I was like, "Well, you guys gave me some like super Advil. Should I keep taking them?" And they're like, "Oh shit, we did." And I'm like, "Yeah, why? What's wrong?" And they're like, "That super Advil is like the #1 thing you don't take when you have mono."
Dun, 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 dun.
So it's like, good to know. And they're
The
like,
more you know.
So I was
Thanks,
like,
guys.
I was like, thanks for misdiagnosing my fucking disease. And they're like, okay, so here's your
misdiagnosed and screwed you up.
So here's your note. This gets you out of school for about a month. I was like, wow, like
Thanks,
3
guys.
weeks. 3 weeks. I was like, wow. It's not like I have. It's like it's a good thing I'm gonna get out of the next 3 weeks of school. And this is on Friday before the last week of school. So I missed the last week of school, right? And
yeah.
So, like, in school, I found this out when I came back to school.
Yo, I'm gonna leave the Discord and rejoin because I can't hear you.
Alright. I'll wait until you come back.
Alright. Sorry, it's just cutting out.
Okay.
I'm gonna stop watching this stream.
Alright. So, wait, so if So you're good, man? Yeah,
Okay.
Okay. So, I basically, my whole, I missed the last week of school, and by miss I mean I am in bed, and the only time I get out is to go to the bathroom. And then it was the same all through my whole Christmas. I left bed, the only times I left bed were that I can count during Christmas were to go to the bathroom and to get up on Christmas morning. And even then I got up, and then after we were done with like presents and shit, I went right back to bed for the rest of the day. Right? That was my Christmas, and then it went on all the way until like 2 days before school starts. I was able to like eat things again, right? And like breathe normally, and I didn't have a cough that woke me up at 2 in the morning to vomit.
Breathe normally.
So like, no, dude. Honestly, it was impossible to fall asleep. I would be up until about 5 in the morning, like, because I would start coughing, and then after I finished coughing, like having a coughing fit, I would start vomiting. So.
Oh yeah.
That was my whole Christmas, right? So I'm like, okay, hopefully I come back to school and things will be fine. Come back to school. Come walk into math class Monday morning. Teacher looks at me. Says, Mike, that's my name, by the way, for those who don't know. He says, looks at me and says,
nice
Mike.
to meet you, Mike. My name is Clay. No.
he looks at me and says, Mike, that last week you missed right before school, we learned a whole new lesson and we're having a test on it on Friday.
Oh.
And I looked at him and I said, we gotta nuke him, holy shit. Anyways, so I looked at him and I said, so you're gonna teach me the lesson this whole week, right? He said, I don't have time to do that. You're gonna have to learn it on your own, and learn it from your peers. And I looked at him. I said, I literally laughed. I said, "That's a joke, right?" He said, "I'm sorry, Mike." And I've never gotten a lower mark on a test in my whole life, and that brought my whole mark down in general. So mono. One, I missed 3/4 of my hockey season.
Yeah.
I got the worst possible marks in my in math that I could, and I missed out on my entire Christmas. Like,
that sucks. Dude.
So, yeah. Okay, someone had a question in chat. I got a gaming bums. What's up, man? You guys can talk until he says whatever he needs to say.
Like, the worst thing I get is, like, most people get, like, strep throat, like, once in time in the year. I get it, like, 2 to 3 times a year.
Jeez, dude, I've never had strep throat.
Yeah,
Oh.
I get it. It really
I'm
does.
stupid. That story, it wasn't the common cold they thought it was. It was strep throat. Apologies. They said like, oh yeah, it's strep throat. Take this super Advil, you'll be fine. And then, you know, oh yeah, that super Advil is the worst thing you can do when you're on when it's mono. I was like, thanks for telling me after the fact.
Yeah.
But
Jesus, dude. The sickest I've ever gotten, I don't know, it was probably after I had my hernia surgery. Because I couldn't stand up straight, and since I wasn't supposed to walk or lift anything, like literally, they didn't even give me a weight limit. They're not like, you can't lift above this. They're like, do not lift anything. Like, not a plate, paper, or glass. Don't lift, you know, cups. Don't lift anything at all. Because if you strain at all, it'll tear out the stitches that were holding my intestines in place.
Jesus.
And that was terrible because I couldn't stretch out, like stand straight up, I couldn't lay straight out either.
Mm-hmm.
So I'd have to curl up in a ball, which would cause me to sweat because I already sweat a ton. It would cause me to sweat, and I couldn't reach and grab my blanket and stuff because that was heavy. I wasn't supposed to mess with it. I have a pretty heavy comforter. And so I wasn't supposed to do that, so I just have to lay there and sweat, which caused a fungal infection in my armpits. So I had both armpits with fungal infections,
I'm streaming from Canada.
which then
getting
led
bum-
to
good
me
bums.
being sick with some kind of throat something and stomach bug. And since I was cooped up and sweating, we decided to turn the air conditioning on in my room, like full blast, which gave me a cold because I went from sweating to extremely cold. So it gave me a cold. I had a stomach bug. I had infections in both armpits, couldn't stretch out, wasn't supposed to walk or lift anything. It was terrible, dude.
Ah.
That's probably like my lowest moment.
I once watched someone get carried out on a stretcher
I don't know
From
how I
a-
haven't
from a hockey
felt
game.
anything yet. It's like bigger people, they tend to hurt themselves more. Cause they're like, I'm 6'3" now.
Yeah.
And like you'd think I'd be more
5'9".
fragile, but I'm not.
So this guy,
And I'm like super fucking heavy.
this guy.
How much do you weigh?
That is classified. Let's just say a lot.
I'm like 5'9" and I'm a wrestler, so there's quite a bit of muscle. I wrestled 160, but right now I think I weigh like 170 something.
Yeah, I'm in like the
That's
two.
funny.
Oh.
Shit.
Well, I mean that's not that bad. We have a wrestler named Joel, and his legs are like freaking tree trunks. Like this dude is a cheeseburger away from 300 pounds on any given day.
I thought you guys were just constantly interrupting me, but my mic was just muted.
Oh yeah, I didn't even hear you until then.
I was saying I once watched a guy get carried out on a stretcher from a hockey game, like with all his hockey equipment on.
Yeah.
And it was like, I don't even know what happened, but like he just got hit against the boards, and he was lying on his back, and I couldn't remember if it was the coach said something like he was either completely knocked out and like they didn't think he was breathing, or he was just like, I can't move any parts of my body. So like we had to switch ice surfaces because they had to bring in an ambulance and carry him off the surface.
Jeez, dude.
And I was also
only hockey game I watched, the dude got knocked unconscious and it shattered the window on the side.
was also laughing when someone, who was it that said they weigh 170?
That's me.
How tall are you?
I'm like 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, in reality,
Okay.
I do weigh like 250 maybe.
Okay, and how tall are you?
I'm 6'3".
Damn.
Taller guys though tend to weigh more. Like it doesn't necessarily.
I know, but I am
bad.
definitely over.
Do you want to hear a case where tall guys don't weigh more?
Yeah, sure. I am definitely over.
Me.
You don't teach their own, right?
I am 6'3", and last time I checked my weight, which was last year, I can't remember. I was either like 160 pounds or 170 pounds.
I don't know if that's healthy.
I'm like all bone.
Sounds like a couple of my friends.
Bones with flesh. That's me. Or like, I honestly, it was somewhere in between 160 and 190. That's all I remember.
Yo, I gotta weigh myself a lot because the wrestling team is super heavily regimented, and that's why we're so good. Like last year, we sent 7 people to state. Most schools don't get to send people to state because they don't have good enough wrestlers. And yeah, so we're super heavily regimented, so I have to check my weight like 3 times a day. And it drops depending on mealtime, when I freaking go to the bathroom, like all different kinds of things.
Yeah, but at my school, the wrestling thing, like, we see kids like running around the halls with like 4 to 5 sweatshirts on, just trying to meet the goal.
Yeah.
Oh,
it doesn't look fun at all.
At our school, considering how small it is, there's one wrestler in the whole school. So like when they do anything, it's praised by everyone because they're the only person.
Jeez. Is this what all wrestlers
do? Why don't you even have a team then?
We don't have a team. It's just one person that does wrestling outside of school. But since they're a wrestler, they're being praised.
Oh, I was about to say, why would your school even have like a wrestling program?
Yeah, I was about to ask the same thing. Like, there's only one.
See, the only teams that our school has are hockey, volleyball, soccer, and basketball.
Yeah, I can see the hockey thing.
Nothing else. Actually, yeah, no, nothing else.
It makes me angry because like we have 2 soccer fields, but we don't have a football team. Yeah.
What? Our football team sucks. Like, our coach literally just up and left and went to go play for his college. Like, he was the coach, and everybody was like, wow, you know, the football team sucks. So he literally could not take it and just left. Like, he didn't tell anybody, he just left. So this year...
It only sucks as bad as the coach, so...
Yeah, that's why, because everybody's like, well, it sucks because our coach sucks. So he literally, he's like, well, since everybody hates me here, he just left, and he went to, I don't know, you guys probably don't know what Doane is, but it's a college in Nebraska. That's where he graduated from, so he just left and went to go play. He didn't tell anybody, he didn't say he quit. You know, people just showed up for freaking school on a Friday of all days is when we started school, which is dumb, but... They showed up for school and, you know, went into his class and there was nobody there.
Damn.
Like, that was this freaking year. He realized that he's absolutely terrible.
Do you guys, I don't know, do you guys ever get snow days?
Oh my gosh, yeah, in freaking rural Nebraska, snow days, when we get snow days, it's like 3 feet of snow, dude.
Okay, so...
We get the best of both worlds. So we have like 120-degree summers where if you go outside, you have like a heat stroke, and then, you know, hypothermia if you're outside for too long.
Okay,
Winters.
So one time this past winter, we had what is referred to as a snow week.
Mm-hmm.
And then it was like, for like the 3 weeks, the first week it was like 3 days of school. The next week, 2 days of school. The next week, no days because it was just like... And then even some days, because of where I lived, my bus driver would call and be like, I'm not coming to get you. So I had my own personal snow day. Like, literally, one time I walked outside because I have like a long laneway to my bus stop. I walked out, I'm waiting there in the cold for like 40 minutes. And then I'm like, okay, I'm going back inside. I go back inside. And I hear a beep, like we got a call and there's like a message waiting. I click it and it's like, my bus driver's like, hey, it's too snowy. I'm not coming up there. So you got to drive yourself to
Do you live
school.
like farther out of town or something?
Okay, so where I am now, or like after I've relocated, going to school is like a 20-minute drive. Before it was like a 35, 40-minute drive.
Oh, I see.
And so it was an hour-long bus ride in the morning.
Jeez, dude. I stopped riding the bus because I lived in a spot where there was literally like one hill, but the hill is at like a straight 45-degree gradient. So there was no way in heck any kind of ice or rain or even sand or anything on it. You're not gaining traction on it.
Well, see, where I live now, the bus won't even get me at all because I'm not in the range of the school. In fact, where I live now, there's a school in, like, another high school in town, right?
Yeah.
But I'm still going to another high school out of town. And it's like, because, well, I mean, I probably would, but, like, I'm not going to. I don't want to. I don't want to switch schools because I don't know anyone at this school in town.
Oh yeah.
So it's like, you know, I don't know. Plus it's, I found out that some of my teachers carpool in this town to school. So they said, you know, if you ever don't have gas to drive to school because I have to drive every day, they're like, we'll just take you to school.
Well, that's a plus, I guess.
Yeah.
Like, the only teacher I really know is this guy named Mr. Wiles, and this is only his second year. He was my math teacher. Like, this guy is literally the nerdiest Asian. Like, this guy still has hecka acne. And a weird, like, boyish haircut, and he's a little bit chubby and wears super thick lens glasses. Like, he is...
What's wrong with thick lens glasses?
No, like it just adds to his character, alright? And this guy is the funniest freaking dude ever. He literally did not give a crap.
I'm low-key taking offense, man.
Because you wear thick lens glasses.
I do.
No, I'm not making fun of him, but like,
I'm kidding,
it just
man.
adds to the comical.
Like, yeah, I understand that.
And he's probably like the best teacher ever, because like, all right, so when I had my surgery and stuff for my shoulder and was out forever, I came back and he's like, well, you know, this is state testing, you know, I can't really like not let you take it, and he's like, but if you really wanted to, you know, you could retake it. I'm not supposed to let you retake it, but I could just mark you absent for the day that we take it. So literally, like, the dude excused me from school for a whole freaking day so that I could learn the stuff rather than fail state testing.
Someone in the grade older than me. So, like, for us, it's like, oh shit, I fell off the map. It's like, at the end of your semester, you take exams, right?
Yeah.
So, this one chick got a concussion right before exams from playing a sport. So they were just like, she like got like a doctor's note. So she literally was excused from exams and got a free pass to the next grade.
Oh,
jeez, dude.
I call bullshit.
Like, literally was just like, had 4 exams that semester, got a concussion, didn't do any of the 4, and passed all 4.
Dang.
Even though the exams are worth like, it's like 15 or 20% of your total.
For our final exams, some of the teachers don't want to deal with it because it's the end of the year. So they'll just be like, yeah, this is 2% of your grade, that's it, have fun.
Damn.
Because they get to choose what percentage of their grade it is for their class.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go pee real quick, so I'm gonna mute myself.
Alright. Anyone else got any killer stories?
One time I shut my finger in a car door. That was fun.
One time I got in a car accident. Big quotes around accident.
Yeah, but when I shut my finger in the car door, it was all the way shut. I don't know how I didn't break my finger. But
Wow.
I think it was because it was on the joint.
Yeah.
Like I said, I have no idea about how I have not broken it. Yeah, but you know how that guy said he like took shrooms or whatever?
Max, yeah.
Well, I go to this like field party thing where like it's just like a bunch of hippies everywhere.
Yeah.
And like they're all on like shrooms and stuff. Like you'd see them like staring at
Yeah.
air. It's like, bro, are you in there? Like it doesn't even look fun.
I don't know. I mean, I have nothing against it. I just personally wouldn't do those.
Like, how did anyone even discover those? It's like, hey, this doesn't look toxic.
When Doob gets back, I'm gonna ask y'all, what's your favorite kind of music?
I don't know if I have like a favorite gender. Like, I like country.
Like hardcore Dora theme song.
Oh yeah, fuck, dude. Nah, for real though, what's your, like, do you have a genre you generally listen to?
I'm from rural Nebraska, so like, not country, what's it called, classic rock. It's kind of dominant thing around here.
I like
What do you mean, when you say that, what do you mean though?
Like classic rock?
Like, name a song.
Like any Johnny Cash or like I even have a Johnny Cash shirt and stuff. The Rolling Stones, CCR, bands like that, Styx.
Okay.
And you know, there is some country, but since it's Nebraska, it's not like the deep south. It's not like bang 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 bing ba ding ba ding ride me pick the pip now put my sister in. Yeah, it's not like that. But
Okay.
it's there is country elements of it if you catch my drift.
Yeah.
And I also
Yeah,
kind of like some rap. Like some rap is just shitty, and I don't like it. But so, like the older style rap, like the ones that tell a story.
Like where I live, like I like some rap, but like you have to know like the right ones to listen to.
So,
I like country rock because like slow country is just awful.
So where I live, in like the school that I go to, it's like you're the odd one out if you don't listen to country, right? So I'm an odd one out because my preferred kind of music is I'm sure someone already some of you might know this, like remember this, me saying it before, but if I had if I could bump, like, when I say bump I mean like play like heavy metal, like extreme, like distorted guitar while on stream, we'd be listening to that nonstop.
Yeah.
That's what I'm like.
Yeah, I remember you were
about.
talking about that when it was just you and me on the Discord before anybody else really joined.
Yeah, that's
We were
like
talking about that.
if I could find a way to play it without being like or getting a copyright strike, I will, like without a doubt.
You just make
even
your own, then
yeah.
you can
I was
copyright
thinking
strike
because
yourself.
I can you know decently play guitar. I was thinking just you know I'll do like a live stream and like just play songs that I know. I don't know how many people would watch that, but that's like, cause so like when you this is a true story. When you go up on stage playing a super heavy metal song in front of a bunch of people that only listen to country, it gets kind of weird.
Yeah, they're sitting here like, I almost married my cousin for this. What kind of ear screeching, sperm strangling this, you know, incest, cock blocking this music is this?
Basically, you just described it.
See, I kind of pick on everybody. Like,
but also, I will say, it was nice because my math teacher, who's been my math teacher for the past 3 years, was like, "That was fucking killer, dude. We gotta play next year up on stage." So that's that's the only thing I'm excited for this coming year.
Yeah. Well, the way I see it is, I'm a pretty like laid back guy, so I don't prefer that kind of music. But you know, I think everybody should be able to express themselves in different ways. So you know.
When I say that shit, I don't mean like
that kind of music. Go ahead.
I don't mean like. See, like to people like in my school, it's like there's country, there's rap, and anything that's like not like a classic rock song like AC/DC. So like the stuff I listen to, like Metallica, to them that's like all metal is screamo.
Oh yeah, like Iron Maiden and stuff.
Yeah. So like, I listen to Metallica. They're like, God, why do you listen to like screechy bands? It's like, what?
I hate like headbanger music.
You hate headbangers? Is that what you just
See, I
said?
don't mind it. Like, I just
You
like
hate headbangers?
moderate.
Huh?
I don't like metal.
You want to fight, man?
Yeah, he'll beat you with his freaking metal guitar, dude.
Honestly,
I like guitars though. Just like screaming. It's like
see, I don't listen to that shit.
Oh, he's talking about the emo shit where they're like,
Oh.
I hate my parents, kill
See,
me.
like, I listen to like that metal. There is headbanging, and it's like the cool kind of headbanging, but it's not like that. What's his name?
The more sensible, you know, not suicide rock.
Yeah, like badass rock.
Yeah, a good like it'd be good on like a badass montage type
Yeah.
rock, not good in, you know, I'm going to kill myself to this song.
Damn.
I don't know how people can get into that kind of music. Like, it's like,
Metallica is life, dude.
The
Gaming,
same way a
you're my
razor
new
blade
favorite.
gets into somebody's wrist.
Gaming, you're my new favorite. If you say.
Hey, I'm just like scared to live life. Let's just go.
See, I don't get the whole suicide thing. I mean, I get like some people if they have like mercy killing, like if they're gonna die in a hospital and they're like in pain and they're like, you know, please kill me.
There's a.
you
That's
know,
not.
Like where I live, we have like a pill that you can take kind of thing. If you're like in the hospital and you're already dying.
Wait, do you live in Vermont?
Yeah.
He's coming for
I don't
you.
know how I freaking knew that, but I knew they had a freaking.
I said it was fun.
He's coming for you.
Hey, dude, I live in Nebraska. Where I live, it's like in between the Panhandle, which is where all the country and classic rock, bluegrass and crap is, and then on the other side we have Omaha, right? And I don't know if you guys have ever heard of Omaha, but it's literally the AIDS capital of the world. So if you can,
nice.
a mix, like we don't even get the best of the minorities. We get a mix of shitty Mexicans and shitty black people, and that's.
Come on, man. Let's not be racist here.
No, I'm not, it's not all black people, not all Mexicans are like that. It's just we only really get the worst of them in certain parts of Omaha, and it's freaking terrible. So I'm not saying that everybody in said race is like that, because they're not. I work with a lady who's an immigrant. She's like I told you earlier. You know, she's really nice. I have a lot of friends that are they're different ethnicities.
Like up
But
here,
it's just that specific area.
like farms that Mexicans work, and like my cousin worked with one. He always named like Ricky, and it's just like Mr. Ricky.
No, but it's the AIDS and gonorrhea, I believe, capital of the world. Omaha is, other than Africa, and that's just because.
People just keep it in their pants.
Okay.
Yeah. XXX Tentacion. Can't get my dick in my pants. Hey. Hey, have you guys ever heard him?
No. I don't listen to
His music
rap.
was like super hyped for a bit. Like,
The only rapper I listen to is Machine Gun Kelly.
Who's that?
It's a guy from Cleveland, Ohio.
I've been there.
It's a shithole. I've been there too.
my freaking my grandpa grew up.
I feel bad for people there.
I've been to
Yeah,
Washington.
Jesus
You know that that statue of Abe when he's sitting on the big chair?
Yeah.
I've been there before, and it was cool. And then no one gave a shit.
Hey, I went to America. Yay. Who fucking cares?
I went to Europe on a school trip, which was kind of cool.
On a school trip?
Yeah.
Dude, we go to freaking like downtown Omaha for a school trip to go to like.
Well, yeah, no. When I say school trip, it's like school trip run by a third party outside of the school, but is like
I
sponsored
see.
kind of thing, and it's like you pay a whole shit ton of money for this school trip. You go with a teacher to this place. So and there's one like every year. So like last year or this past year in March, it was Europe, and I was like, I want to go to that shit. I got the chance to go. So this year I think it's Ecuador.
I bet that's like a pain in the ass. You'll have to like tap everything.
Honestly, it was the most fun I've ever had.
Yeah, I have a feeling it's one of those things like when it's all said and done, it was a pretty fun time. Like when I went to Hawaii.
Hawaii.
It was pretty fun, dude. I went with my dad. That's before I stopped talking to my dad, though. I haven't talked to him for quite a long time.
Well, see, like
and
it was.
I'm not like one of those super depressed kids. Either.
I say school trip, right? When it's like our teacher. I think there's 3 teachers that went. His birthday was during the trip, and that night that it was his birthday because there was like you go to every night every day was the same. You get like 4 or 5 hours of free time to just roam around in the city in Europe alone or with a friend, and then like gather up at this one point and then go have dinner, right? Anyways, the night of our teacher's like birthday, he was like, you could tell he was like hammered out of his mind. And like he's there like the teacher's table is the loudest table at the restaurant. He's just like, it was funny as shit, man. And one of the parents that's like chaperones or whatever took some of the kids to a bar on on the day like I don't know what they called it in Europe because it wasn't St. Patrick's Day, but it was that day in Europe. So one of the chaperones took a bunch of kids to the bar. It was hilarious.
Where in Europe was it?
Pardon?
There's a place up here.
Where in Europe was it?
Well, it was a week-long trip. So it started in Amsterdam, and then from Amsterdam into Paris.
Yeah.
So
Did you go to Germany at all?
No. It was just like Amsterdam through that and then into Paris and.
Oh, I see.
I don't know. It was cool though, cause like I got to stand underneath the Eiffel Tower, and I also got to go to that really famous museum.
I don't know which
Louvre.
The only museum I really want to go to is the freaking dinosaur.
What?
The only important things in history.
The only thing I want to do is stream.
Oh yeah, here I'll put pictures of my hobby up.
But you know what?
I'll just direct message you.
Tomorrow, I'm not gonna be able to stream during the day, and it's gonna be a regular stream time. We're gonna have so much fucking fun because of my plans. I got bailed on for tomorrow night, so I'm gonna fucking stream and hang out with you guys. Because y'all are better than...
Talk about some more stupid shit.
Y'all are better than that.
In the morning.
Y'all are better than everyone else. Fucking right. Hopefully Swing Bean doesn't get mad at me for for swearing so much. He's got because he apparently said like no offense to Swing Bean like it, so I can stop myself from doing it. But he said he'd be interested in doing a collab, but I just gotta lower it down on the swearing.
Oh yeah.
And I'm like, I can do that. It's just when I'm tired like this, that's why I'm doing it.
Dude, it's 12 in the morning.
And your viewers, like I'm not the most clean-mouthed person.
Y'all are the most trolly chat I've ever seen.
Yeah, I read
for real.
Okay.
Yeah, I know I don't help with the language type thing. Like you'll just be talking, I'll be fucking shit.
Hang on, I'm gonna end stream, but I'm gonna stay on Discord for a sec. So I'll be right back.
Alrighty.
Okay, guys, like you just heard, I'm ending stream because I'm tired as hell, and I just thank y'all for coming out tonight and cheering me up. I was having a pretty shit night, but thank you all. We got back up to 1K, the 1K dream. Thank you guys, and I'll see you tomorrow. Later.